Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, she's the queen of the lactation cookie industry. You're going to meet the great Whitney Rowell next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
So they say there are 3 types of people on this planet: the people who make it happen, the people who watch it happen, and the people who say, what just happened? We've all had great ideas, and then somebody else takes it to market. Whitney Rowell's in the studio. She's the founder and CEO of Miracle Mama. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I love being here.
Well, you made it happen in lactation cookies, and I think most moms don't even know they exist. Tell us about a lactation cookie.
Yes, so typically a lactation cookie is made with 3 key ingredients: brewer's yeast, oats, and flaxseed. And a friend made them for me, and I had never heard of them, but they really worked.
Wow. Okay, so then you liked it so much you made your own company, or what was the story? How did it go from tasting someone else's cookie to starting your own company?
Well, I honestly just love to bake, and so after I tried my friend's cookies, I was like, okay, this is amazing. I need to learn to make these for myself. And I've always made an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie recipe that I made for friends and family my whole life, and I just added brewer's yeast and flaxseed to that oatmeal chocolate chip cookie recipe and started making them.
And when I watched you on another podcast, and you're on a lot of different podcasts, you were having some kind of mommy guilt, if you were, because you weren't able to make sure your daughter was fed. Is that
Right.
how it all started?
I mean, that's what's so interesting is I was pregnant for, 9 months, had my baby, and everything was about pregnancy and baby. And then I got home from the hospital and I was like, wait, who's taking care of me? I felt so alone and isolated in my journey, and I didn't even know how to feed my baby or how much to feed her. I was making enough milk, and I just felt it was really stressful and really hard. And so when I saw my friend drop off those fresh baked lactation cookies on my porch, it was honestly the first time anyone did something for me in those first couple of weeks postpartum. And it was a game changer for me.
Amazing. Okay, much more about your journey in a minute. We're going to pull up your website, and as we scroll down the website, you have everything from like gluten-free. I mean, you've really created an empire, haven't you?
Well, it's honestly just been organic from moms telling me what they need and from understanding from lactation consultants and healthcare providers we talk to about issues that moms have. And a lot of them have babies have dairy intolerances. So we launched a dairy-free, gluten-free lactation cookie for those babies. And I think it's just been really, truly moms telling other moms.
Yeah, and it's hard to get something off the ground, especially in like the food industry, because there's all these regulations. So you actually started in your kitchen,
Right.
And at one point you were going to ship cookie dough across the country.
Yes, I was. I set up a website, and I had created a recipe called the Miracle Milk Cookie. That's how it started. Realized a year and a half later that blog post, that recipe had gone viral without me knowing. And I was like, okay, I can just turn this into a little cookie company. And so I created a little Shopify website, which a lot of people use to build websites these days. And I just took pictures of cookies on my kitchen counter, frozen cookie dough, fresh baked cookies. And I started getting orders from moms in Las Vegas and LA asking for frozen cookie dough and fresh baked cookies. And I was like, oh my gosh, how do I ship these cookies?
Wow. And so you ended up, baking the cookie professionally, like you have a professional baker who does this.
So I ended up talking to somebody who had actually helped scale their businesses. She was in private equity, and she was another mom. Yeah. And she was like, listen, if you want to scale this business, you've got to get it out of your house and you have to find a co-packer. I had never heard of a co-packer before, but that's basically somebody who produces products for you in a certified kitchen.
Wow.
So I found it took a year and a half to find a really good co-packer. But I found one because I kept thinking, I have to make my cookies out of my oven. They have to be fresh from me, a mom. But the whole point is giving moms fresh baked cookies in a mess.
And you've enjoyed an enormous success since 2018 when you launched this thing in your kitchen. Month over month, you've just had better and better months.
It just keeps growing. It's been growing every single month since we launched, and I've been growing my family as we've grown this business. And yeah, it's been really incredible. Again, I think it's just moms telling other moms and moms needing this product.
That's so beautiful. We've got some video from your Facebook that we're going to put up on the screen because you're taking it to the market. So you will actually show up at different events.
Yes. One big piece for me that was missing when I had my first baby is that I didn't feel like I had community. I didn't have other moms at my same stage having babies. And I was the first of all my friends to have a baby. And so one huge initiative that we just launched is Miracle Mama on the Move. We partner with different healthcare providers in different places in different cities to do mom activations.
Wow.
For moms.
Okay. What's your, I know you're an empire builder. Where do you see this going? I mean, is this a global company at some point?
I would love for it to be. I think other cultures really support moms postpartum in a way that America doesn't. I want to start, obviously, with America first, in our city first. But one thing that's really exciting is Central Market just picked up our product. And it's the first retailer take us on. Thanks. And what's exciting about it is there's not a mom category or mom space for in the retail store. And so so many buyers have been like, well, you're not in baby, you're not in cookies, where are you? And we have to create it. So Central Market is taking a chance with us and creating a category for moms.
And help me understand the market. For a mom who's having trouble feeding her baby, this becomes an all-encompassing journey. So they're on the search for anything that can possibly help.
Exactly. I think at that stage when you're pregnant, you're like, okay, now what do I need and you hear so many things that you need, but you don't really truly know until you become a mom what you're going to need. And that's where I think our company hits mom. It's the second she becomes pregnant. We're here for you and you don't need to feel unsupported. We're going to give you something to give you a little boost on your journey.
I love that. And give me a statistic, like what percentage of moms have trouble producing enough milk?
I think really what it is 80% of moms struggle with breastfeeding. And that's because there's the lack of support for breastfeeding moms in America. And so around 2 weeks postpartum, a lot of moms have dropped off from breastfeeding, and it's only because they feel they don't have support. The number one reason moms stop breastfeeding is because of lack of support.
And there's all kinds of research that says breast milk includes things that bottles don't.
Right. And I think there's antibodies built in. There's so much support. It also helps mom. It releases dopamine when you breastfeed your child.
Sure.
Helps with weight loss. It helps, obviously, the bond between the mom and the baby.
Yes.
It's natural and it's supposed to be there. Even if your goal is to breastfeed your baby for 1 week or 1 year, we just want to help you make your goal happen.
Outstanding. Okay, Whitney, we only have a couple minutes left, so why don't you look to the camera on the left and talk to the mom out there who's struggling, and what do you want to say to her?
I just want to say you're not alone. I think one thing that I didn't realize and wish other people knew now is that it's just a season of life, and motherhood can be the most enjoyable time of your life, and you just need support, and it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to focus on yourself. And actually, you should focus on yourself because I think people don't admit that enough. Focus on yourself first.
Wow. Beautiful way to end the show. We're also going to leave you with her website so you can get in touch with her. miraclemama.com is the website. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Whitney.
Thank you so much for having me.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.